everyone. Today we will be making part 2 of a red packet platformer. Alright, so go to your account and click on My Stuff. Find the red packet platformer part 1 that you have made in the previous lesson. Now let's start the part 2 lesson. Now, what we made in part 1 is that we can move the dragon with the arrow keys, and we can get the red packets. It also makes a pop sound. Now, when we get the red packets, we get money. So now, as you can see, I've got some red packets, and as you can see, the money is now increasing. It's 1103. Alright, so what we are going to make in part 2 right here is that we will first make a time limit right here, and then we will make a funny animation when we open the red packets in the end, and finally we will make some background music. Alright, so let's start. Click on to see inside, and you will see all the code that we made in part 1. Alright, now let's start coding. First, we will code the time limit part. So we will do this in the backdrops. So click onto the backdrops right here, and then go to events. Now, as soon as we start, we need a one green flag click, so drag it right here. Now go to control and drag the forever loop. Oops, sorry, it is the repeat loop. Why? Because this time, when we used time limit, we will repeat time. Now, go to variables right here and drag time into the repeat loop. At first, set the time to 20, so that it will be a 20-second countdown. You can change this. Now, repeat time. Go to control and drag the wait 1 second. Then go to variables and change the time by -1. Finally, go to control and stop all. Let's click the green flag. So at first there's 20 seconds countdown. Let's get some money right here. Alright, so once the time goes to 0, the project stops. Alright, so we got $1,324 in total. So that is part 1 for this lesson. Okay, so since this is not a Zoom lesson, then you can just stop the video so that you can copy the code. Alright, so now we will move on to part 2. If you need more time, just stop the video. Alright, so let's go to part 2. We will be making a funny animation. Well, it's to open the red packets. Alright, so right here, we will add something. Go to events right here and drag the broadcast message. Okay, so make sure it is broadcast message and wait, so that once the message right here is done, it will stop all. So click on here and let's make a new message. It will be called Open Red Packet. Click OK. And now, as you can see, broadcast open red packet, and wait. Once we broadcast this message, we can go to money right here in the sprites tab and receive it. Now, as you can see in this money, I have already made an animation for you. So click onto it and let's watch it. So it comes up and then it fades. the money comes up and it fades. Alright, so what we want to do is, as first, when green flag clicked, we'll go to looks right here and drag hide. So that when we click the green flag, it hides itself. Now go to events and drag to when I receive. Now, when I receive the open red packet message that we broadcasted in the backdrop, we will open the red packets. But there is a little problem, and that it's a pretty big problem because we don't know how many red packets we've got. Now, we will use our handy variables again. This time we will use the count variable. Okay, so click onto the red packet sprite in the sprite tab and go to variables right here. Now, at first, set count to 0, drag it right here. And then, right down here in the if statement, drag count by 1. So, when the player gets one of the red packets, it changes the count by 1. Alright, let's save the project and click the green flag to test this out. So once we get some, we just got 3. And now let's get right here. Okay. So as you can see, the count variable right here is working. 8, and then oops, the time limit has gone off. So we got 8. Let's try again. We got 2 just now. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. 7. And 8. 9 and 10. Okay, so that works. We got 10 red packets in total, and the count variable works. Splendid. So now, go into Sprite tab right here, and click on Money. Now, go to Control right here, and drag the repeat loop. Repeat variable count times. So if we collected 10 red packets, it will do 10 times. Alright, so right here, at first, go to looks, and we'll switch the costume to the red packet. Alright, then find my blocks right here and drag animation. We'll do the animation that I have made for you. And then, once the animation is done, we will show right here. And then, we will select switch costume. Drag it right here. So, we want to make it a random costume. So, you might land on $180 or $52, $88, $5, $6, or just plainly a measly $1. So, what we want to do is go to operators right here and drag the pick random. Now, it will be 2 to 11. Okay, and finally, we will change the money. So change the money by, we don't know what it is. But luckily, there's a handy costume name. Because as you can see, if it is $88, then the costume name is 88. And it's $8, then it's 8. So that means we can go to looks and find the costume number. Drag it in. But it's not a costume number, it's going to be a name. So, if the costume name is 88, that means it's $88. So we'll change money by $88. Finally, go to Control and drag the ones. Wait 1 second. Okay, so what we are doing right here is we'll first have a little funny animation and change the money. Alright, let's save the project, go to full screen mode, and try the game. Alright, splendid. Okay, let's get these red packets right here, I'll get free. Alright, and then we'll wait for the time to go off to 0. Alright, now we open the first red packet, $52, pretty good. Second one, $66. Finally, $5. But have you noticed that we got $588? Well, that's because we haven't removed the code in the red packet. We have done this change money by pick random 100 to 200 in the first part. And now we can simply just remove this piece of code. Drag it right here and it will be deleted. Save the project and try it again. Now, when we get a red packet, the money will not increase because we have not opened the red packets. So I've got 5 red packets and my count variable is 5. And now when I hit 0, it will start opening the red packets. Alright, cool. Now, this is the end of the second part. Again, if you can't catch up to my speed, then you can always rewind to the first part and then watch it again. Alright, so now we will do the background music and the finishing touch. Alright, we'll do this in the backdrop because it's a background music. Now, go to events and drag another green flag clicked. Find some space for it. And then, under events, go to control and drag the forever loop. Because this is a background music, so go to sound right here. And play the sound 新年好的 MP3 until done. 新年好 means 三年后, like in Chinese, so that it is a Chinese New Year music. So save the project and run it in full screen mode. So as you can see, we can hear some background music right here, which is like Chinese New Year music, and we can collect some packets right here. Okay, so I'm gonna get 5, and let's wait for the time to hit 0. So the time hit 0, and first packet we got $88, and then second one we got $180, third one $52, fourth $8, and finally $88, and the project stops. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this hour of code lesson. Even though it's not an hour of code, it's just a measly of like 13 to 14 minutes. But I hope to see you in the next coding lesson, and I will see you later. Remember, you can always post your questions in the comment section. Have a good day.